Hey, I teach class reunions, it makes me feel young for a night anyway. I'm done.
Randy Brennick. I come with you guys in 1975. I moved from Kingsville, whether you guys remember or not. I started farming with my grandfather at that time, and it lasted about 4 or 5 years. Moved on. I now live in Bethany. I've lived on 614, 612 for 30 years. My wife Teresa and I now own and operate an antique store at 1400 Main, which is just on the west side of Bethany Square. I have a full-time job with the Bethany Housing also, HUD Housing Authority, maintenance supervisor. I have 2 under me. I have 1 daughter, Brandy Abbott. She lives in Savannah. 2 grandchildren, 1 14 and 1 3. That is the devil child. I guess that's about it. Kind of boring, but I'm glad to see y'all.
Jerry McGinley, I see y'all.
Who's the lovely lady next to you?
That is my wife, Jennifer. We got 3 kids. One's in Fawcett, one's in St. Joe, and the other one's in Delaware. And I got 3 grandkids. 2 boys and a girl. And I work for Gentry County. Been there for 38 years.
Gail?
Okay, me. Well, Gail Adams, hi. My husband Bob. We have 4 kids. We have an 8-year-old grandson and a 1-week-old grandson. Well, he's what?
10 days.
10 days. I work with, obviously, Clay Platt with kids. And I have forever still down in Kansas City. That's it.
Kathy Franks. I live in Kearney, Missouri with my husband, Jerry, and we have 2 kids, Christopher and Christy. And one's a stepson and one's my daughter. Otherwise, the names wouldn't have been like that. But and 2 grandsons, and I've been retired for 5 years and just enjoying. Yeah. Your turn.
Oh, me?
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
You're next.
All right, Susan Lanehart O'Brien. I am semi-retired. Went on disability about a year ago after 4 knee surgeries and a pacemaker and all these friggin' health issues. As we get older, everything starts to fall off or fall apart. Mine seemed to be falling apart, falling off, and then stuck back on. I have 1 daughter. Jamie is 30. She just recently got engaged. I can't get her pregnant or married. I asked her boyfriend, we went on a trip. Well, yeah, exactly. I asked them if they knew how to get her done. Apparently they do, but I said, can't they set a date for a wedding? No, we're going to get married in 2 years. I don't know. Anyway, I'm ready to have grandbabies. I'm jealous of all you people that have grandbabies. I left the Girl Scouts after 17 years. I worked as assistant editor for the Ledger for 8 years prior to that. And then after I went on disability, I went back to work for the Ledger. So I'm in my comfort zone. I'm bringing everybody the court news and all that fun stuff that everybody wants to read. See what's going on in the neighborhood. You can't believe how things have changed in our community. Let's see. That's about it. I get piercings and tattoos, and that's my pastime. So there you go.
Susan, the next time my whole family gets together, I might invite you out if you like grandkids all that well.
I could entertain them. I have a grand dog, but I'd love it, Randy.
Susan helped me out a few times.
Jeanette Ziegler Stretch. This is my husband Daryl. We have 5 children, 3 adult children that are in their 30s, and we have 2 kids still at home. They're 11 and 13. We're foster parents. We have 1 foster daughter at the moment. We have 5 grandchildren and 1 due the end of the month. I don't know, anything else you want to know? I don't know.
Where you live?
I live in Jamesport,
Okay.
the same place I've lived for 28 years, 29 years, something like that.
You ever get run over by a buggy?
No, not yet.
We haven't watched the scrap trucks that run through our area though.
Get you every time.
Tell Renee to slow down.
Me? Jeff Walters, this is my wife Kim. I haul livestock, have 4 daughters, 7 grandkids, and 1 in the oven. And don't ask me their ages, because I don't know.
Spoken like a true man.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm not like Kevin.
Cindy Cox, Skidmore. I live on the farm, lived out there since '89. I worked for Johnson Controls for 16 years. When my husband passed away and my son passed away, I needed a change, so I farmed for a year. And now I'm a legal drug pusher at the nursing home. And this is my boyfriend, Mark Paramore.
Got any good stuff?
I can give you some little red ones. You want a little red one? You'll be one-on-one with the toilet.
Okay, we'll do this together.
You get 2 for 1.
I'm Lori Paul McGee. And you're who?
Steve McGee.
And we've been married since that's a long time.
3rd grade picnic.
30s. And we live in Washington State. We live near Tacoma. And I teach school. And Steve works for, you want to talk?
I teach airplanes. I work for Boeing.
And we have 3 sons, Scott, Greg, and Kevin. And we have 5 grandchildren, 5 and 4 years, so set of twins. And we love them to death, so.
If anyone's ever in Washington,
Come see us.
hook us up. Come on.
Right?
I did.
Susan was just out recently.
I was.
So,
That's fun.
It's a good time.
You're gonna have to give me a free ticket.
Bush Boy did that.
Tickets are cheap.
Boeing, you know, I could say I work for
Hey, Steve.
Hey.
Tim York works out there. Do you know
Yeah,
him?
I knew that.
We had heard that.
He works for Boeing.
I looked him up once, but we never hooked up. It's a big place.
Yes, it is.
169,000 people.
That's just out there.
It's just Boeing.
That's everywhere.
Hey, Steve,
Hey.
is it as fun working out there as it was spinning me around on that banner?
Almost. Thanks for having the reunion in the summer so we can come back. Good to see everybody. Which one's it?
Right there. Rick McClellan, my wife Deanna. We live near Burlington Junction. I've worked for the conservation department for 30 years about, I suppose. I've got 2 kids, a boy that's 22, a girl that's 20. He farms and she's halfway through college.
So that actually is your wife? I thought that was your daughter.
That far, didn't go very far.
What'd you say?
And that about sums it up. Is that kid?
Me? Look who's talking. Oh, wrong party. No, we gotta go to Hunley Whalen.
You're older than that.
Come over here. Where's all the kids? None allowed.
We're talking about it.
My name's Mark Cherry, and I'm glad to see you. These are my children. Oh my God, there's another kid here.
Probably don't care.
Wait, I'm
I'm
the farthest to drive. My name is Henry Keith Brown, class of '95. And these are my children, Andy, Amy, Carrie, and Jake is not able to be with us tonight because he's busy. So let's start.
We're in the introduction, you just made it.
Oh, this is Brian Sparrow.
Alright,
Hell.
Captain Biggs.
Waiting for me to show up? Oh, and sure.
Live in Kansas City, still married to Susan. We've got a boy and a girl, and we've got 4 grandkids, 2 boys, 2 girls. And I still work for Coney Elevator Company. I'm always out at the airport, so if any of you ever travel, keep your eyes open, you might say that.
He'll throw stuff at you.
Put stuff in your suitcase.
Yeah, I'll do that too. That's my.
Dale Stevenson, I'm up by Council Bluffs, Iowa. Lived up there a long time, since I think '91. I've got 2 girls, and I've got a little granddaughter that's just 7 months old tomorrow. And I've got my youngest daughter who lives in South Carolina. Will be back for her wedding in about 2 weeks. That's about it.
I'm Kathy Kinder-Shanks, and I've been married to my husband Paul for about 30 years. And we have 4 children, a son and 3 daughters, and 1 grandchild. And I work at Scarborough International, been there for 20 years almost.
George Willis, my wife Debbie, like 35 years.
I'm sure last year was.
She thinks so.
Yeah, she thinks so.
I got 2 boys and 3 precious grandkids. And I still live in Springfield, Missouri, or Nixa area. That's it.
We're just glad you're here, George.
That's right.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. And I'm really glad to be here.
It's me, okay. Janet McComas, Halfordy. Let's see, Halfordy. And I wanna say that I'm glad I grew up in Albany. And I'm glad I know all of you guys. So it's great to be here. I am the Director of Sales at a big global design company. I travel all the time, so I hope to see you in the airport. I'm gonna start looking for you now. Let's see, I have a blended family, and I have 2 kids. Some of you might remember that. And then I have 2 stepchildren. And we have 3 grandchildren and 2 more by the end of December. And my biggest passion is art, and someday when I get to retire, I'm gonna hopefully have a gallery and be an artist instead of what I do now.
Vivian Quinn Murray. I am in between Albany and Bethany. I have 2 boys. Zach is at Chillicothe, he farms. Chip is at Trenton, he farms. And Tim, my husband, still farms. I am a dental assistant in Bethany, just part-time though. I would love to be all you people that retired.
Yeah.
Have 1 little grandson, Corbin, that I think the world of.
I am Becky Wallace Fine. I am a widow, 10 years now, and I have 3 children. Sheris lives in Grand Junction, Colorado, and she has 4 boys and a little girl. My son Lance lives in Kansas City, and he has 2 little girls and 2 little boys. And my daughter Chelsea lives in Bethany, and she has a son and a daughter. Then I have 2 stepchildren. So total, I have 16 grandchildren.
She beat you, Randy.
No, they range from 20 to 9 months.
Can you name them all?
I still work at Walmart, 16 years, almost 17 years at Walmart in Bethany now. And besides that, I'm not retired, I'm just tired.
Retirement ain't what it's cracked up to be. I tried that.
But I'm really glad everybody showed up. This is probably the best attendance we've had for a while. So thank you all very much for coming.
You ready for the older
Okay,
ones?
we're ready.
We're
We're ready for you all,
It's the old table over here. 1975. My name's Mark Cherry. I live in St. Charles, Missouri. I run a consulting practice for United Healthcare. I too travel all over the country and Puerto Rico. And I have 5 children. Danny beat me by just 3 months, right? I have from 35 to 11.
Wow.
And I think my daughter's 3 months older than your youngest daughter. 2 grandchildren. And I think that's about it.
Yeah, you're next. I'm Dan Bunch, and as my son just pointed out to me, I'm the oldest person in the room. with the youngest children.
Should have brought your kids.
My son Kylan is 14, he's here, he's taller than me, and then he has 2 younger sisters that are 13 and 11. And they're not kids. I work, we live in western North Carolina. I guess Chattanooga, Tennessee is the biggest town close by. And I also travel a lot all over the eastern United States on my job as well.
Brian Sperry, still live in Albany, got 2 kids, 1 wife. Retired, out of the union, carpenter, and that's pretty much it.
Grandbaby.
1 grandbaby, yeah, 6 months old. She's a cutie.
Okay, and I am standing. Cheryl Akers Gossett, I live in St. Joe. I'm married to Don Gossett, bless the man, for 36 years. Have a son who's 35. And on the first anniversary, I said, honey, don't buy us anything. We got something, we'll be here in 9 months. I'm trying to be married 37 years, come on. He's married and lives in Prairie Village with 2 stinking adorable little boy and a girl. And then our daughter lives in St. Joe. She took after the dental side of the family. She's an orthodontist there. And she's married, but has a little boy, little Landon, who was 10 months old, and I watched him. It's the best job I've ever had. Quit my paying job for the unpaying job. The slobbery kisses are perfect.
Dean Gillespie, and this is my wife Karen. We have 3 boys and 1 girl, and she's on her way to Prague right now in the Czech Republic for an internship for a month. And so, and we have 7 grandkids.
Fantastic. That's great. You wanna go again, Pete?
Yeah. I have nothing to add. I'm not retired, I don't have any grandchildren, I'm older. I have no wife.
Okay, we're gonna just real quickly talk about what we don't like to talk about, but who we like to remember. And that's the girls we lost on May 5th. If I can do it. It still hurts 40 years later. I went to the school last week and talked to the superintendent and asked them, as you all know, we have tried to do a scholarship every year for the class of 76 in memory of the 3 girls that we lost. We ran out of money 3 years ago. I made some phone calls, and we have some very generous people that have helped us out time and time again. You know who you are, and we thank you very much. Last year we did not, and this year we did not have the money to do anything. So I've talked to several class members, and we decided that maybe if everyone was in agreement, and it was good that the class of 75 is here too, because you guys lost 2 members of your class, that we maybe do a permanent memorial in honor of all 5 girls as a donation from both classes, with and it just be a one-time deal. We give it to the school, and then we wouldn't be begging for money every year. 2 of the things that she said is the school is wanting to put seating in the old gym. You know how we've got the risers, they're still there, and there would be seating that would be put into the backs of the risers, and they would fold up and down. 100, I think she said 125, it might be 150. Those seats are $86 a piece. She said that if the classes would want to do however much it is that we want to raise and do, they would do a block of the seats and either put individual plaques on the rows that were given by our classes and in memory of the girls, or however we wanted to do it. There is going to be a fundraiser by the Alumni Association for the total alumni of AHS to hopefully raise the money for all of the seating. And then the other thing is they're going to be doing a new driveway. Since we're talking about that, the school is going to be open for anybody tomorrow at 10 o'clock. They're going to start tours, so if you want to go see the school, if you haven't seen it for a while, the new gymnasium and the commons area and so forth. They have done several changes, so it is going to be open tomorrow for anybody who would like to go see it. But where the bell tower is, the bell tower is going to have to be moved. They're going to do a new circle drive there, and the bell tower is going to have to, besides being moved, it's in bad shape now. It's crumbling and stuff, but that's like a $10,000 project. But that's in their budget. But there is a nice little like garden area there, and she suggested maybe a bench or something that we could have made, that we could have a plaque on with the girls from our classes there. So we wanted to decide something tonight, and then if anybody wanted to leave a donation towards it tonight, they could, or if you want to mail it to either Vivian, myself, or the school, you could do that. But if you do that, we want to make sure that it's put to the memory of the girls from the class of 75 and 76. So does anybody, a bench would be, and we have a skilled carpenter, y'all know him, Larry Richardson, here in town. He makes beautiful furniture and stuff. I think Larry would make the bench for us, and it would probably be, I don't know, $300 to $400 for a bench. So somebody suggested, well, maybe we could do that and seats or whatever, but we want to know what your input is and what you guys think we should do. So does anybody have anything to say besides me?
Well, I've only got one, we're looking at buying a granite bench.
Yeah.
For Jenny's mother's stone. I don't think it's all that much more money to get something that lasts forever than the edge. If you want to do a bench, I just put a suggestion out.
That would be fine. I mean, I don't know.
Rather than a wooden bench, a wooden bench is where we're gonna go. I'd rather spend the money towards, if we were gonna do a bench, I'd rather spend it towards a granite bench.
Well, that would be, that's fine too.
It'd be like the monument.
I don't think that's the way to go.
And I could go through the funeral home to get one, but that's just up to what everybody else wants to do. I'm not propose one thing or another, but
Well,
I think
I mean,
granted
that's,
against
that
wood.
that is fine, that would last longer and be more permanent, and they can actually engrave in that also.
Becky, did you say that they were gonna move the bell tower?
Yes, they're
Okay,
gonna,
so if they do that, then where is your common area gonna be to put the bench?
they are not going to be, they're not going to be changing any of that garden area. What's gonna change is it's gonna be right there where the bell tower is, the way I
You're talking
understand
right
it.
off the Hunley.
The bell tower there, right on Hunley, yeah, on the east
Where you go
side
in
of the
the
school.
doors.
Mhm. Where you go into the new commons area.
That,
The little bell tower there. It, you know, where the sidewalk comes up to the north side of it, where that sidewalk is, that's gonna go, and it's gonna be like a half circle, the way she talked about it, and I believe
Well,
it's
that's what I'm saying,
right.
if you were gonna do something permanent, then they change it.
Right, no, and that's what I asked her, but she said no, that the garden area to the north side of the sidewalk is staying. So there wouldn't be any change there. No, I can't talk
You say a
without my
word
hands.
now?
So, yeah, but no, there would not be a change to that. So does Grant, you have that bench?
I'm thinking that bench is around $2,000.
Yeah.
I think it's more like
Depending on what you do, like, I don't, maybe
Well,
Jenny
it
can
would
tell
depend
us.
on the size, it would depend on the size, I think.
You remember how much that was, Jenny?
It made a difference, there was one that had a back.
Well, this was, what I'm talking about would just be a white granite sink and the two.
Yeah, but
We did one, but of course we did it smaller for Peyton, and it was 12 something. But as I said, it's smaller. It does
I
not
think
have a
2,000
back.
would cover it.
I think we need
It's
to,
just
I
smaller.
think we need to go back. It would be more noticeable, I think it definitely
We
went
did
back.
do it.
Well, the black granite ones are pretty.
Yeah.
They're beautiful. But I can't, I can find out.
Well, your black granite is more expensive than your white, about twice. Yeah, because
It's like
I got, yeah.
$175. This one.
So Cheryl, do you have any thoughts? I mean, maybe if you don't.
The only girl.
Susan?
I think the bench is a good idea.
Yeah, I like the bench.
Hey Becky,
Brandon.
Bob was just saying that if we propose like a dollar amount, maybe that would help some people realize what we're talking about, maybe, you know, $40 a piece. If that would give somebody something to think about, you know, as far as.
Right, well.
And like I said, there's still people that are probably not here tonight
Right.
that would be willing to donate, and some will be willing to donate more.
Well, and I have talked to, Rosita's sister, Barb, and she wants to know what we're going to do, and, she wants to definitely donate to it, and she's also going to talk to the other sister and brother and see if she thinks that they would probably want to donate too. You know, there's also that, so I don't know, I don't want to say, because I didn't go in depth on, I mean, I know what the seats are gonna cost, but the other, I don't have any idea, because I didn't know what you guys really wanted, so to get a, you know.
When do you have to go by?
There is no timeline, this is something that we'd like to do in the near future. We don't wanna, we don't wanna keep.
You said the seats.
The seats is just a new thing that just started. They just presented it to the other alumni association Wednesday night at their meeting. So it's
This could be
just,
5 years down the road.
yeah, it's going to be something that's going to be a money, you know, they're going to have to raise the money to do it. I myself would rather see like a bench or something like that.
I think that's.
Yeah.
That's more permanent.
Well, and we can do it with both
You guys want, let's do it with those classes. Yeah, split the classes 75 and 76 with the girls' names listed. Right. I know that is a little bit more easy gravy, but still, it's no big deal.
And I don't want to say we need $50 from every person. I would rather it be what you feel like you can give or what you want to give. I don't wanna say you have to give,
No, we don't want to do that, but
that's,
the main
but,
idea.
so we can, oh, thanks, Dave. We can, so, do you guys just want, I can go to Alan and get a price tomorrow.
I suggest that we set a limit of $2,000. If it goes over that, it goes over that. We put a plea out for more if we need it. Go with the $2,000 for a bench. If it has a back and looks beautiful, and if we want the granite, then that's fine. The $2,000 will cover it. And then we set up just one address to send the donations to. Set up. I close the account, but you can still open an account and put that money in there to as the nest egg. And then money as it comes in. It doesn't have to be right away, but we can make it a 1-year project or a 2-year project or whatever, and go for that. So that's my proposal. If anybody wants to bring something else up, then
I myself would like to see it done in a year. I don't wanna
drag it out.
dragging it out. I would like to see it done and present it to the school and in a timely manner.
So maybe by graduation next year.
Yeah.
So why don't we say May of next year?
And I can, like I said, I can talk to Alan after the holiday next week and get a price and everything by then. So.
Are you talking Maryville?
No, I'm talking Bethany.
No,
Oh, okay.
Let me talk to Brian over here,
Yeah.
or somebody go talk to.
Well, it'd be nice to get several.
Deal, talk to Brian.
Why don't you just get several bids and go from that?
They do the same thing.
I know, but I know Alan Robertson too.
Yeah, so I know Brian very well too.
Well, then I suggest several bids.
It depends a lot on what you put on it.
Right, it does. The more you put on it, the more it's gonna cost. And like I said, the black granite is gonna be higher than the white. You know that. Well, so, okay, so does everybody agree with that then? Is that what? Does that sound good to everybody? Okay, so please make sure I have your email addresses or a current address, so whenever I do get something done, we can send it out and everybody know then, okay?
But might be nice to have texting.
Yeah, or your text would be better. I mean, that's.
Well, hopefully everybody signed the sheet over there on the table.
Just find a cell phone.
So, yeah, if you did not sign the, paper up here with your name, address, phone number, and all that stuff, please make sure you do that.
Okay, so do you want to set up an address now, or do you want to wait till?
Why don't we just wait?
Okay.
That would be awesome.
Good idea.
Okay, everybody enjoy.
Eat more.
No, I thought he was getting ready to talk. Well, she got done, he's like, okay, it's my turn.
I'm gonna send a donation.
Oh, would you like me to do your dishes, ladies?
Oh, I can get mine.
That would be wonderful.
Thank you, Gail.
Yeah, we'll take pictures.
I want a picture. I'm gonna get your foot there.